man. Another fight week, another title defense opportunity here. How are you feeling coming in against Johnny Eblen?
Yeah, so far good. Well, weight cut, so not that energized for the fight, but tomorrow I'll be fine.
Yeah, it's 205. I know we always ask you about it. Is it sounding pretty good when you're in a situation like this? Or?
Too heavy, I think, but I make the weight.
Yeah. Well, talk to me about this matchup that you have here. I mean, second time in a row you're coming in against a tough, undefeated guy. What are you expecting out of him in this one?
I don't know. Every fight is different. I think he's a little bit confident. Of course, he should be. He's undefeated. But I should be better than him everywhere. I don't see him being very threatful with jiu-jitsu or the striking. Of course, he has good wrestling. He can take me down, hold me. But if he doesn't clip me, I have more ways to win.
Yeah.
I'm stronger, hit harder. Grappling, I feel, is better. But they just try to keep you, hold you down. But I'm ready.
And the comparison I just made, saying, it's a similar matchup on paper to Austin. Do you think that's an unfair comparison? Do you view them as very similar fighters, or?
I think he's more physical fighter than Vandervoort. I think Vandervoort was a little bit more technical, as wrestling goes. But same style, take you down, hit you, hold you. So a little bit the same. Yeah.
And are you cool with fighting all these wrestlers, or do you kind of wish?
No. Every guy is different, so they make me better. So I've been training for wrestling for a long time now. With if you're a jiu-jitsu guy, you work more on your jiu-jitsu. So every fighter makes you better. If you fight Machida, you adapt to the distance because you need it. So every fighter that I face makes me a little bit better.
I know you got to go in there and win first, but
yeah.
Johnny Eblen would be number 50 on your record. Does that mean anything to you? That's pretty cool. I mean, there's not many fighters that have 50 wins.
Yeah, people mention it. I'm not gonna go to bed and thinking, 50 and sleep better. I don't know. Not really. The same as usual.
Yeah, you don't strike me as somebody that maybe necessarily ever had that many nerves, but when you've done it so many times now, like, do you ever get nervous before a fight?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Fight day, I don't get nervous for the fight, except the fight day. You need a little bit nervous, good, because you have to perform, and things can go wrong, and that's normal. But I'm confident that I can get the job done.
I feel like every 4, 5, 6 months we see you and you're the champ, and you got somebody else, and they come in here and they say, I'm gonna beat Gegard Mousasi, and then it doesn't happen. So are you cool with just kind of holding down middleweight and just continuing to win? I think everybody always talks about once a fighter clears out a division, they have to move up. But are you?
Well, there's always another guy. I mean, Fabian is there, Tokov is there, Joe Romero is there. So you never clean out the division. There's always somebody else. But I look at this fight, and then afterwards, I don't know. I wait to see what they call me for.
Cool.
Nolan just kind of alluded to it, but you've been busy as champion. You won defending it twice, and now you got to fight again. How's your mental focus as far as being so busy?
Better.
Yeah.
I don't yo-yo that much in my weight, and you got Corona where you fight twice a year, twice in 2 years. So I'm not the youngest anymore. So when I'm injury free, I want to keep busy and go to the fights as quickly as possible.
And looking at the rankings, they're still kind of relatively new, but you being the champion, does it make you feel better seeing the list of potential opponents, or?
The only one that stands out is Tokov and Fabian that recently won. There's always an upcoming guy on the bottom. I haven't seen them. I haven't been following it.
That's it for me.
Yeah, thank you.
1 year. Yeah, so Gegard, so you've been in the game for a long time. So for you, what are some keys that, for you, kind of made you still be passionate about the sport and also, keep on going? Because you kind of mentioned that there's always someone new. So, what kind of keeps you going and keeps you getting better and evolving at this game?
Well, I think if you're not in shape, you're gonna get hurt. I think I'm a professional. Passion, I don't know. Passion, I'm not that passionate about fighting. I mean, I'm fighting because I'm getting paid, and you want to do your job well. People say you're gonna miss the sport. I'm not gonna miss it. I'm gonna be relieved, I'm gonna go holidays, eat caviar, and then I'm gonna
You
fight.
eat good, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna get chubby. I don't need to cut weight, so I don't know what people think why fighting is fun.
And then just one last question for me. I know you kind of like alluded it in like other interviews and all that, but would you still want one boxing fight before you retire?
Very much, but it doesn't look like it's in the cards right now. I mean, Anderson Silva is, he's doing well, he's winning. Other than that, I don't know who I would box. There's nobody else there. I mean, that's the only option, to be honest.
That's all for me.
Michael Page just took a fight in bare knuckle. Would you ever try bare knuckle if Bellator let you do it?
No, I see the faces afterwards, and my hands hurt already. I have carpal tunnel syndrome. Pregnant ladies get that. So no.
Okay.
You've been training, you've been competing professionally for nearly 20 years. You've been training much longer than that.
Yeah.
Do you still feel like you're learning things about this game, and do you feel like you're learning things about yourself as your career moves on?
Well, I don't learn new techniques. I mean, I try to get in shape. Still learning in weight cutting. I do things different. That is much easier. Every fight you get to know yourself a little bit better, but it's not like I'm gonna spin back kick him in the face or something like that. Yeah.
And with your last bout lasting all of a minute and 25 seconds, do you hope to have some more time to showcase your skills this time around, or is the game plan always to just get in, get out?
No. I hope he slips and he falls, he breaks his leg. It's a win. I'm gonna get paid. I'm gonna go home. I don't care. Why would I want to fight longer? Even an injury is good for me. Not injury. I don't wish him an injury, but.
And your last bout with Bellator, he was 11-0. Eblen, he's 11-0 now. Does victory taste sweeter when you hand your opponent their first loss?
No, I don't know. It's better if they have a loss because they tasted defeat. But yeah, he has wrestling. He has days that he doesn't do well in gym, so he knows the feeling. He knows how it is to lose. But first time, it's still they think they're special. You have Chris Weidman. He thought he was the greatest middleweight, but after you keep losing, you wake up.
Yeah. And then lastly, how much of your training camp for this one is dedicated to being the best possible athlete and martial artist that you could be? And then how much of it is dedicated to figuring out your opponent and game planning for what they bring to the table?
To be honest, I'm not training as hard as I used to. I'm not trying to be. I'm eating more. I cut. I don't. Less disciplined, less of everything. But I know I can beat him, so I don't need to do it.
Are you more impressed by yourself if you're kind of lax on maybe the diet?
I think it's better for me because not the diet, because now I have to suffer. You pay it back, but I think now rest is better for me mentally and physically because I'm a little bit older. When I train with weights, my hands fall asleep when I sleep. But there's a lot of things I have to do different to maintain the performances. But it's not less, but it is less, but it doesn't mean I'm gonna not perform well.
You're training smarter, not harder.
Yeah, smarter, more rest, and I don't need to learn new techniques. And since Corona, things have changed anyway. I don't train with the same schedule. It changed a lot of things.
Thank you.
No problem.
Yeah.